Thank you for the really generous introduction, and it feels great. Society Interiors is a fabulous magazine, and to be on the cover is a big honor. And I have Mr. Hira to thank for that. The first flop is always kind of memorable because it hits you hard, and you feel like, oh my God, it flopped. And in my career, actually, I didn't get to know what a flop was for a while. I was very fortunate to be very successful, and the first flop kind of hits you. But then after that, you have to realize to be able to distance yourself. And over, I think now, 12 years of my career, I think the best piece of advice that my dad gave me was, he said that, well, you need to be able to be exactly the same, feel exactly the same, the way you feel about your success and the way you feel about your failure. You need to step away from it, because whatever it is, it's in the past, it's already done. So if you hang on to old success, it can be as toxic to hanging on to an old failure. You need to be able to look forward and disconnect yourself from that, because whatever it is, you're going to have to reinvent yourself for the next one. So whether it's a hit or a flop, you can't do it again. You can't repeat it. So if you just go forward, do something new, and enjoy the process. You can't take it personal. I personally believe, don't take success or failure personally. It's an attempt. It worked, great. It didn't work, great. Move on. It's amazing. It's an incredible feeling. He's not only my father, not only my mentor, not only my guide, but he's also my greatest critic. So it's good to have that, because it's somebody who's telling you the absolute honest truth at home, and you don't have, when you have the support, you have the love, but you also have somebody who's constantly keeping you on your toes, and that's a good feeling. He does. He doesn't have a favorite yet. I mean, I think for him to understand the whole concept of a film is just about starting. And it was so funny the other day. I said, I'm going for shooting, and how they pick on to small things. So he says, Dada, I'm coming with you. I also want to come for shooting. And he says, wait, I'm going to get my BB gun and my pellets. And I was like, shooting? And then I realized he's thinking it's that kind of shooting. And then I was like, no. Okay. Then from now on in my house, we don't say shooting anymore. We say we're going for filming. So he understands film. And it's interesting because when he sees me on screen, it's the first time he saw me on screen, he was sitting next to me. So he was watching me on TV, and then he was looking at me. Then he was watching me on TV, then he was looking at me. It's beautiful to see them discover that. I mean, every step of the way. But I don't think he's completely understood it yet. He has come to the set a few times. He's come to play with Rian, who's his friend, who's Ritesh's son. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. मेरे बच्चों का कमरा, क्योंकि my wife and I we designed that room ourselves. हमने मिलकर उसे बनाया. वो शायद मतलब घर का सबसे खूबसूरत कमरा है. और जब वो बना कमरा, when we finished making that room, building that room, we built it from scratch. When we built that room, the two of us were standing in there and said, should we just make this our room? There was a moment of एक मिनट के लिए नियत बदल गई कि यार ये कमरा इतना खूबसूरत है, ये हमारा कमरा बन जाए. They have the most beautiful room in the house, and it's lovely. It's warm and it's home. So ज़बरदस्त shooting चल रही है. We just finished shooting actually 2 days ago. परसों के दिन was the last day, and हम तीनों काफ़ी इमोशनल हो गए, क्योंकि एक इतनी आदत बन जाती है एक दूसरे के साथ शूटिंग करते करते, और जो हमारी एक केमिस्ट्री है, कैमराडरी है, दोस्ती है, खासकर इंद्र कुमार जी के साथ में, जो हमसे बुजुर्ग हैं, हमसे बड़े हैं, लेकिन with us he just becomes एक हम उम्र बन जाते हैं. We have such a great time shooting it, and जिस तरह से हम छोटी छोटी इम्प्रोवाइजेशन करते रहते हैं सेट पे, एक दूसरे के ऊपर प्रैंक्स खेलते रहते हैं, we miss that.